Okay, you guys saw the title. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. You guys know the drill. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and also make sure to subscribe if you guys are new and you guys enjoy this type of content so you don't miss out on any new videos like this. Plus, I'm trying to hit a thousand subscribers, and once I hit my goal, I am finally gonna do a face reveal. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my NFL playoff predictions. Let's first predict the AFC side of things. First, we got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers in the wild card round. I'm going to go ahead and keep this segment very short and sweet. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they are a very decent team, but the Chiefs are just a better team, and I think the Kansas City should win this game pretty easily. Now, could this game be competitive? Hell yes, it definitely could be competitive, but ultimately, I just think the Steelers are the worst team, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs will win this game kind of easily. Next, we got the Buffalo Bills and my favorite team, the New England Patriots. I went back and forth in this game, and I really wanted to pick my favorite team, but sadly, when I make these videos, I gotta be unbiased, and ultimately, I got the Buffalo Bills beating the New England Patriots. Now, I hate to pick against the Patriots since they are my favorite team, and the Bills are a rival, and this is a playoff game, but when I look at it, I just think I gotta be unbiased, and I think the Bills, will beat the Patriots. I mean, for one, the wind will not be as extreme, so that should be a big help for the Bills. Along with that, Josh Allen is the better and more experienced quarterback than Mac Jones, and Mac Jones, this is his first ever playoff game, and he could struggle as a result of it. And along with that, the New England, we have not looked very good over these past few weeks, I cannot lie, and the Buffalo Bills, they've looked pretty good over these past few weeks, and although I do think this game will be competitive, and I could see the Patriots winning, ultimately, I got the Buffalo Bills beating the New England Patriots. But that being said, I would love to be wrong when it comes to this prediction. Next, to wrap up the wild card round, we got the Bengals and the Raiders. The Raiders, they have been a very good story this year, and again, I believe they are a pretty decent team, but I think the Bengals are just a better football team, and I got the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Las Vegas Raiders, and I got them winning their first playoff game in over 30 years. Next, we got the AFC Divisional Round, starting off with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be a very good game, and I think this will be a very competitive game, especially when you compare it to the last matchup these two teams had earlier in the season, but I actually have the results staying the same. I got the Buffalo Bills beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Buffalo, they match up very well versus Kansas City, and along with that, these two teams, they both got elite quarterbacks, but along with that, Buffalo, I believe they are the more balanced team. The Chiefs also, I can't lie, their defense, even though it has improved, it's still not an amazing defense. Also, their run game, I cannot lie, it can be pretty inconsistent. And along with that, the Chiefs' offense as a whole can be inconsistent. The run game, I can't lie. What I meant to say is that I believe the run game is not really that good. And the offense, I believe it is pretty inconsistent. And the Bills, they got a much better defense. I believe the Bills have an elite defense. And simply put, I think Buffalo is just a better team. Again, I think this will be competitive, but I got the Bills beating the Chiefs. And then we got the final AFC divisional game between the Titans and the Bengals. This game, in my opinion, could actually go either way, like pretty much any playoff game, but I actually have the Bengals beating the Titans. Yes, the Titans have had a very, very good season, and I do think it's very impressive that they got the first round bye, even though a lot of their stars dealt with plenty of injuries. But the Titans, I think they will lose to the Bengals. Yes, Derrick Henry will most likely be back in this game, but I could see Tennessee trying to ease him in since this will be his first game in a while, and because it's his first game in a while, maybe he's not as dominant compared to, 100% healthy Derrick Henry. And along with that, the Bengals, they are a very good team. Yes, Joe Burrow, this is his first ever playoff run, but he is a very good quarterback, and the Bengals have an electric offense when it comes to their run game. Their offensive line, yes, it sucks, but they have a great run game and a great passing attack, and their defense is really not that bad either. And along with that, if Derrick Henry is not very good, I don't think Ryan Tannehill will be very good. I cannot lie. Ryan Tannehill, he has been pretty average this game, and while I could see the Bengals very well losing this game, I think the Bengals will actually shock the world, and I have them advancing to the AFC Championship game. And speaking of the AFC Championship game, here comes comes my prediction between the Bengals and the Bills. And I got the Bengals beating the Bills, and I got them ending the Cincinnati Bengals magical season. Yes, the Bengals are a great team, and yes, they've had a great year, but ultimately, I think the Bills, they are just a better team. I think they have a better defense. Both teams have an elite they got great offenses, but I do believe Josh Allen is the better quarterback, and also the Bills, they are more experienced, as I said before, and the Bills, as I also said before, they got a better defense, and I do think Cincinnati's inexperience will finally catch up to them. But hey, man, it really would not be a bad season for the Bengals, but that's my AFC prediction. Next, we got the NFC side of things. Starting off with the NFC wildcard round, we got the Rams and the Cardinals. The Cardinals started off the year great, however, lately they have not looked very good. Now, part of it does have to do with the fact that DeAndre Hopkins has been missing quite a bit of games, and unfortunately, I don't know if DeAndre Hopkins will be playing in this game, and DeAndre Hopkins' absence, it's clearly been affecting the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams, on the other hand, they've actually been winning a lot of their last few games. Yes, I will admit they have been pretty ugly wins, but right now, I think the Rams are the better team than the Arizona Cardinals. Will this game be competitive? Yes, I do believe it will be competitive, but ultimately, I got the Rams beating the Arizona Cardinals. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are a pretty good team, but the Cowboys, I just believe, are the better and more talented team. Also, the San Francisco 49ers, I don't think they really have the secondary to really just beat the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have a scary good receiving core, even without Michael Gallup. They got Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson hasn't even been that bad, and Dalton Schultz, although he is a tight end, he's been very good this year, and ultimately, I got the Dallas Cowboys beating out the San Francisco 49ers. And to wrap up the NFC wildcard, I got the Buccaneers. We got the Buccaneers and the Eagles. The Eagles have had a very good season, and they are a decent team, but the Buccaneers are just the better team. Yes, Tampa Bay has looked very shaky. They have dealt with quite a bit of injuries, but I do think they will be good enough to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And not to mention, this is Jalen Hurts' first ever playoff run, so he could definitely struggle in this game. This game could actually be closer than a lot of people think, but ultimately, I think Tampa Bay is going to beat Philadelphia. And that brings us to the NFC Divisional Round. First up, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams, as I said before, although they have been winning as of late, they've been pretty ugly wins. Matthew Stafford, he's still a good quarterback, but I cannot lie, he's been pretty reckless with the football, and that's led to a lot of turnovers. And the Green Bay Packers, well, they have been super dominant this year, and good news for the Green Bay Packers fans. It looks like Jair Alexander will be back in this game, and Zadarius Smith could also be back, and that's very good news for them. And it's also impressive that the Packers defense has been pretty good even without those two stars. I got the Green Bay Packers beating the Rams. Yes, the Rams are a good team, and I do believe Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback, but that being said, the Rams, they've had plenty of ugly wins, and Matthew Stafford, he's also had plenty of bad moments, and not to mention, the Rams secondary, it's not very good outside of Jalen Ramsey, and if Jalen Ramsey struggles in this game, well, their secondary, it's absolute toast. Next, we got the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want to say this before I give you guys my prediction. This is going to be a high-scoring and very close game. No matter who wins, I think this will be a super close contest. But surprise, surprise, I actually have the Dallas Cowboys beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love Tom Brady as a Patriots fan. I'd obviously root for him to win this game, but I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just do not match up well with the Dallas Cowboys, and also, I could see the Buccaneers' injuries finally catching up to them. Yes, Tom Brady's he's an absolutely amazing player, but, I mean, the Buccaneers, they've dealt with a lot of injuries, and simply put, they also just do not match up well with Dallas, and also Tampa Bay, I mean, I cannot lie, their defense, it's had some very shaky moments, and because of that, I got the Cowboys winning, and that sets us up with the Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys NFC Championship game. And I have the Green Bay Packers beating the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, this has been a great playoff run for the Dallas Cowboys, but the Packers, I believe they are the better team, and I do believe Aaron Rodgers will finally advance to his second Super Bowl ever. And that sets us up for the Super Bowl, in which we got the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills, and I have the Green Bay Packers beating out the Buffalo Bills. Yes, the Buffalo Bills are a great team, and same thing with the Green Bay Packers, but I do believe the Packers are the better team. Now, with that being said, I do think the Packers, really, I am pretty concerned about who their number 2 wide receiver is, and I could see that, issue holding them back in the playoffs, and I could see that issue holding them back in this game, but the Bills, they will be without Tre'Davious White, and I'm not sure any cornerback is, or safety, I don't think anyone is going to be able to guard Devontae Adams in this game, and also, I do believe that the Packers defense will be good enough for them to win this game, and also, the Packers offense, we know how good it is. They got a good run game, and also, Aaron Rodgers, he is an absolutely amazing quarterback, and I got him winning Super Bowl MVP, and I got the Green Bay Packers ultimately hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in Los Angeles, and that's gonna go ahead and do it for my playoff predictions. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. Again, hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe, and also 2 quick plugs. Go ahead and check out my Twitter and my podcast. Links to both, they are in the description below. But without further ado, I'm out, you guys.